So let's create this faux 3D type of preloader in Rive. Okay, so I've got my artboard selected. Just gonna make the artboard black. And then I'm just gonna press R for a rectangle, constrain it, and let's make it select this button to the little thingy here, what did you call it, chain, and make it 100 by 100. Okay, so this is going to be our top, and then we just make it this sort of light blue color. Then I'm going to group it twice. So Control G, and then the first one, the top group, I'm going to make the Y70. And then the other group, I'm going to move it. So now it basically moves like in a faux 3D space. And I'm going to make this 25. So just to recap, you group it twice. And then the top group, you make the Y70 to give its faux perspective. So I'm maybe just going to call this perspective. And then the second one, rotation. And then now we're just going to duplicate this whole. Let's maybe just group it again, call it top. And then we duplicate this and put it there, and we call this bottom. And then we just need to move it down in the Y. Let's just see if it's minus 100. So go to Y, minus 100. Oh, actually moves it up. Okay, so not minus 100, so it should be plus 100. So I'm going to say plus 200, and I know it will move it down. Okay, cool. Now we just need to create these other two. So I'm just going to say R for a rectangle. Make this 100 by 100. And then I'm going to choose this color here. And I'm just going to bring it, and then I'm going to press enter twice so I can manipulate the vertices. And then all I want to do, so I just want to bring this one down here and line it up there. And then bring this one down and line it up there. And then just make sure that this one is lined up there. Okay, cool. That's fine. And we can maybe just duplicate this. Or not in the path. Just go to the rectangle and duplicate it. And bring it over here. And change the color. And press enter twice. And then just line these up like so, and see if that's like there. Okay, so now we've got our cube. We can actually delete the bottom. We don't need this anymore. So now we've got our basic cube. So select all of them and just group it, and just call this cube 1. Before we continue, I want to tell you about our sponsor for today. Our sponsor for today is, drumroll, none other than myself. I've created this course called Rive Rockstar, which is a 17-hour long Rive course, and it's probably the most comprehensive Rive course out there. It includes everything from animation principles up to advanced concepts such as data binding and state machines. Let me show you quickly some of the stuff we'll be creating in this course. Just a few samples. We even have some interactive Blender animations, and we also have this arcade game that we're going to create. So go to riverockstar.com now and come join me on the journey of your life. Now I duplicate cube 1 and just sort of nudge it in there and just move it up. So it's something like that. And then I duplicate both of these, put them at the bottom, and move them up. And just bring them down. I'm just going to disable this one so we can line these up here. So select these two. And then just sort of, you just have to sort of finesse them into place. Something. I think that's fine. And then bring this one back. Okay, then we just take all of them and just group it and just center it on our artboard. Okay, now all we need to do now is to animate this. So we're going to animate mode. With our timeline selected, we select all of the cubes and just put position keyframes on all of them. And then go to frame 20. And then this one, I need to bring this one forward now. Up to there. And then bring it down and align it there. And then this one needs to go into that one's place. So I go to this one, copy these two keyframes here. Go to that cube, which is cube 1. Go to frame 20 and then paste that there. Then we get this, and then now we just need to bring these two over. So we can take this one and just bring it over here and then just align it so it touches just there, something like that. That should work. Let's hope. I'm gonna hope that's fine. And then this one, we need to bring this one into this one's position, so I'm gonna copy this one here and put that position there. So now we've got this. And then maybe this one, I'm just gonna, sorry, I'm being a perfectionist now. I'm just gonna bring this one a bit more better into shape here. So you can use the arrow keys for better control. And I think that is fine like that. Okay, and then go to frame 40. Now we just need to recreate the same shape we've got here. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to bring this one up there. So let's have a look. We want this cube. So we want to copy this one. And then go to frame 40 and paste it on that cube. So that one goes there. And then for the second one, we want this one to come down. So we want to take this cube here Let's see which one. I think that's cube 1. So copy cube 1's keyframe here. And then select this one, which is the bottom cube, and then just put keyframe, cube 1's first keyframe, first position here. And then now we just loop it and we create a work area, and let's see what we've got. Okay, and that's looking pretty cool. So all you do now is select all of it, give it cubic interpolation, and that's it. Now we've got this really cool Faux 3D preloader.